push-up, it's going to be actually a little bit further out. So it's going to induce our shoulders a little bit more, and you're going to want to keep your hands out to your side. When you're doing this push-up, you're going to make sure that your elbows are going to be still extruded from your body instead of closed in. When you're doing it, do it about 2 times the width of your shoulders. All right? Nice, easy, slow control. And you got it. All right, our next exercise is going to be known as a deep plank push-up. Contrary to belief, it's actually going to work your upper chest. What you're going to need is some sort of upper surface to put your feet on. So whether it's a couch, a chair, a stool, or any sort of surface that is going to be elevated, you're going to want to put your feet on that end. You're going to get down in the push-up position. Feet are going to be up, and it's just going to be like a traditional push-up. You're going to go down and up. Same thing as a traditional push-up, just your feet are elevated. Alright, for this next exercise, it's going to be known as the pike push-up. The pike push-up is going to be a variation of a regular push-up, but it's going to be more focused on your shoulders. The position that you want to get in is you're going to start in the push-up position and then transition into a downward facing dog. So it's going to look something a little like this. And then you're going to lower yourself down and back up, putting more focus on the shoulders over the chest. With this bodyweight exercise, we're going to do the opposite of wide. It's going to be narrow. Narrow, you want to keep your elbows to your sides. It's going to focus a little bit more on that tricep, but it's still going to incorporate that chest and give you a great workout. When you're doing it, you want to make sure that your hands are a little bit under your chest, and then when you're going down, keep them at your side the entire time. And then you're going to push up, just like this. Alright, this exercise is going to be known as the uneven push-up. The uneven push-up is going to be needing an elevated surface, nothing too big or anything, just something that is close to the ground. You're going to put one hand on top of that elevated surface and keep the other hand stable on the floor. Still get in your regular push-up position, and you're still going to be performing just a basic push-up. The only difference is one side is going to be elevated while the other side is going to be flat on the ground. It's going to provide a bigger stretch on the side that's elevated. Alright, and for the dumbbell exercise we're going to start off with is going to be shoulder press. This is going to be your most taxing exercise. Make sure you can grab some weight. It's going to be some challenge to you. When you take your dumbbells, you're going to make sure that you're going to put them kind of right under your shoulders. Your elbows are going to want to be at a 45-degree angle. You don't want to extrude them way out or way in. That 45-degree angle is going to be a nice little sweet spot. And when you're going to do it, you're going to raise straight up and control all the way down. Up and control all the way down. And for this next shoulder exercise, we're going to be doing a shrug. It's going to put a little bit more tract activation with it. You want your dumbbells out to the side here, and you're going to be focusing on just shrugging your shoulders like you do when you're saying, I don't know. That's the best way to explain it and everything. Kind of keep it out and in. You can also use a bar. If you're going to be using a bar, you want to kind of out in an angle position, and that way it's going to help with that contraction a little bit more. Alright, for this dumbbell exercise, we're going to be focusing on a side lateral raise. The side lateral raise, you want to make sure that you keep your dumbbells in front of you. You can bend over a little bit. It helps a little bit with more of that contraction. Just make sure that you keep your shoulders back the entire way. And when you do so, you want to bring it straight out and focus on contracting in your shoulders. It might be tempting to do with your biceps or triceps that do most of the lift. Focusing on that shoulder will help make sure that that's where you're heading. Another form of this exercise is the front lateral raise. It's going to focus more on that anterior delt. With the anterior delt, you want to make sure that your dumbbell, you're going to be holding them in a pronated position. So your palms are going to be facing towards you. And when you bring them up, you keep them in front and focus on contraction all the way through. Just like this. And you don't need a lot of weight for this since it's going to be very taxing on your